So anything that kind of has the vibe of cabin, chic, après-ski, Colorado, like that's just my jam. So I'm a little bit partial to what I'm looking at right here. And yeah, it is a gear shift into a little bit more of a winter vibe, and I am all in. We are also shifting gears to a brand called Home Reflections, which is exclusive to QVC. I almost feel silly telling you about it because I know most of our longtime viewers know Home Reflections probably better than I do, right? But this is the new today Fairisle sheet set. We also have available a quilt set, and we'll talk about that too. But again, on free shipping and handling day, maybe you are finally ready to pick up a brand new sheet set in a beautiful Fairisle pattern. So we only have 2 color choices in this, gonna make it real easy. This is the blue. And then coming down to the base of the bed, I want to show you what the gray looks like. So that's your gray. It's H439609, free shipping, and Carrie Laughlin's going to join us right now. We're the Blazer twins
We
today.
are the Blazer twins. I love it. So this is our comforter sham.
Right, that's the sham.
I was actually going to come over and do this because we have it set up so pretty, but this is also another...
To be accurate in our representation.
Yes, but this is also another great way to display these sheets and this comforter set together. You don't always have to put your shams in the front.
Right.
You can stick them into the back. These are so gorgeous, so soft, 100% cotton. They have that brushing of the flanneling, so you're getting that warmth and coziness when you get into bed. And I love that it's a modern take on what I would say is a flannel sheet.
That's a good way to describe it. It also is kind of a trompe l'oeil thing. Like I look at it and I feel like when I go to touch it, I would feel the raised embroidery, and it's not. This is...
Absolutely, and you know, it is wintry, but I was looking at it from my son's room because he loves, when he gets into the bed, he likes when things are super soft on my body, Mom.
Yes.
I need it super soft. So I was like, oh, the gray and the blue themselves, you could also mix those with certain colors where you could push this into fall and maybe like very early spring because of this pattern.
You're absolutely right. Well, I'm looking at, for example, the gray, which I'm gonna peek in front of the camera here, is not getting enough love because I think about all of you who have picked up either today from our TSV or in the past comforters that are pinks and chocolate and sea glass or any of those other colors, and I don't see anything in the gray that is offensive to any of those colors. I mean, you would put a gray sheet or a white sheet, and here you're getting both of them, but it has that texture, dimensional look to it to give it just a touch of fall and winter vibes without necessarily covering it in reindeer and snowmen.
Exactly. A lot of times in design, people will say, I want a room that feels like the beach. I want a room that feels like the mountains. And the first thing we'll say is, you don't have to be completely thematic.
Have to go theme.
You can just throw little feelings of it in there, and that's what these sheets do. And then the quality of these, you're getting that extra room on either side, and the elastic band that runs around these sheets. For flannel sheets especially, I've noticed in the past that when you get a flannel sheet, sometimes they're leaning on the flannel of it and they're not so much about all of the elastic, but you have this beautiful thick elastic that runs all along the bottom of these sheets, and you're getting those things that we love that making our bed a little bit easier.
Yay, labels!
Labels, you have the side labels and you have the top and bottom labels, so you can see just how thick that is, so it's really gonna stay nice and tucked in.
So I do want to have the quote-unquote flannel discussion because I almost fear when I use that word that she's gonna think hot.
No.
Because she thinks of like a guy's flannel shirt.
Well, and flannel used to be like what we know, what we were kind of born into when it comes to flannel. It was made of wool. So absolutely, when we think of flannel wool, that's hefty. But flannel nowadays is either made of, it can be still made of wool, but it's either a cotton or a poly or a mix of. This is 100% cotton, so it is flannel, but it's cotton, so it's breathable. You're not getting into like a winter suit to get in bed.
No, I think that was actually the magic phrase that a lot of folks were waiting for. They wanted to hear 100% cotton.
Yes.
Because
absolutely.
It is one of those, we talk about it in fashion a lot. Why do we lean so hard into big coats and heavy sweaters when the heat is on inside and you're actually avoiding the cold, right? It should be a breathable fabric. It should be comfortable. It should be easy to care for. And I think it's one of those little design tweaks by adding something with a subtle shade to it, but also kind of that cabin cozy theme.
Absolutely.
That can make a real change to your room. It's the only order of the year though, so a little bit of a capsule collection. And of course, again, notice $65.98 for every size. That is twin XL, full queen, king, cow king, and cow king. And everybody but the twins get 2 pillowcases. So it's the blue, it's the gray. 843-9609 is your item number. All right, and we're gonna stick around to talk about the quilt set, which also is a first look.